Hi, I'm Zen and welcome to the skinny version of the introduction to anchor tags. This is the skinny version, which means that we go straight to the fact. We just get it done without any of the questions, without any little tests. So if you just want the information, this is a video for you. So let's run the intro reel and get into it. Okay, so let's see if we can do this in less than 5 minutes. And here we go. Here on the screen, we can see a typical anchor tag. These are the things that people talk about when we talk about hyperlinks. The hyperlink uses the letter A, and like most HTML elements, there is the opening tag and the closing tag. And generally speaking, there's always something in the middle. In this case, that is what's called the source or the destination link. The closing tag, although it needs to be there to actually finish off the hyperlink, there is nothing special about it. All the magic is in the other two parts. The source is the area that people see, so this can be text, it can also be HTML, it can be actually a whole bunch of elements. As long as it's valid HTML, you can make your source for it. So pictures, images, text, videos, whatever you want is good in there. The opening tag is where the magic really happens. And in this particular one, we're going to be dealing just with the HREF, the hypertext reference. The hypertext reference can also be thought of the destination attribute. Here we have it with just the basic relative link, which dictates it's in the same folder. So this says there is a page in the same folder as this one called about.html. So on a real page, it'll look something like this. Here you can see the actual link. And here we can see in the folder structure, we've got basic link.html and about.html, and they are in the same folder. So this relative link says this is where that file is. We can also have absolute addresses, which is what you can see on the screen right now. And that is where you're literally typing in the address of the website and the exact page or element that you want to look at, just as if you were typing in to your browser from scratch. However, most people are interested in what we can do with the relative link, as this will be the most common type that we will come across. We've already seen how to link a file or an element that's already in the same folder as itself, but how do we link to a file that is outside of the current folder? Well, if it is a child folder, that is really simple. All we need to do is to include the folder address in with the link. Something that looks exactly like this. Here we can see we have a folder, which is the folder we have here. And then inside there should be a file called me.html, as we can see there. So for a child folder, it's very easy to access. You just put the folder name in. But is there a way to come up the folder structure? And the answer is yes. All we need are 2 periods or dots and a / for each folder level that we need to go up. And here are some samples that you can see. And naturally, you can actually combine these and then back down another folder system. Also, there is the site root trick, which you can see here in the basic link one. This is where you are linking in relation to the base or the root folder of your website. Okay, and all you do there is just use a / at the start, and that takes it to the root here. So this is saying go back to the site root and look for a file called basic link, which will be this one here, and that's how that one will work. And that is what 99% of people will do. However, you can also link to specific areas of a web page as well. So to link to a specific part of a page, all you need to do is use the # along with the ID. So here we can see we're linking to the same page to an area A4. Okay, and you can see here we've got an ID of A4, so this will link directly to that there. And you can combine that with pages as well. So here you can see we are linking to links2.html and go to straight to section A5. And you can use all of the previous bits that we've talked about before. Finally, we have the ability to send data. Now, again, it's important to note that it doesn't matter what type of file you've got. If you can make a HTML link in it, it can send data, but only dynamic pages will be able to process that information. Here we're doing it with a PHP page, and so we use a question mark after the page address, followed by the name value pair. And if you want to send in more than one value at a time, you just use the ampersand or the and symbol and add the next name value pair. And you can chain this as much as you want up to a total address of 2048 characters. And believe it or not, that is the end of this video, which hopefully will squish down to less than 5 minutes. As always, thank you for staying with me all the way. If you want any more information on anything I've done here, please do have a look at the full-size version of this video. It is just under 35 minutes long, and you'll see loads of examples and some exercises for you to fully understand it. If you like this video, as always, please like and subscribe. I'm Zen. See you guys next time. Signing off.